Hello, Anthony Fasano here from Pass the FE Exam. In today's Pass the FE Exam video, I take you step by step through a type of problem that you'll likely have to solve during the FE exam as part of the Hydrology and Water Resources section. I'll calculate the amount of runoff from a commercial project site, and I'll show you how to get the answer in the fastest way possible. This type of exam prep will help you pass the FE exam. So let's take a look at the question. Before I jump in here, I want to once again thank Prep FE for providing this week's question. A 20-acre suburban commercial lot has stores and parking lots. The corresponding NRCS curve number is 97. What is most nearly the amount of runoff created after a 2.75-inch rain event over the course of 24 hours? And there are four possible answers provided. I'm getting some flashbacks here because this is the actual type of work that I did as a practicing civil engineer. And really, these problems are pretty simple if we just follow the equations in the handbook. So you're going to utilize this runoff equation that you see here. You will find it in the Hydrology and Water Resources section in the Civil Engineering chapter of the FE reference handbook. And of course, ultimately, we're solving for Q or the runoff. And you can see the variables below. P is precipitation in inches. S is maximum basin retention in inches. I mentioned Q is the runoff in inches. And CN is the curve number, which you don't see there, but we are going to need it in calculating the runoff, which you can see here. So we're going to utilize this equation, but in order to do so, we're going to have to calculate these unknowns, S and P. And you can see the equation below for S, which is 1,000 over that curve number that was provided to us as 97. So you're going to plug that in. You're going to get that S is equal to 0.3093 inches. And then we know the precipitation, which was given in the problem, as 2.75 inches. So once we know those numbers, then we can go back and we can, again, use that runoff equation and just plug the numbers in. And when we plug them in, you run the math and you find that the runoff is 2.4 inches. Looking back at the possible answers, the correct answer is A, 2.4 inches. A lot of these problems really are very simple, but it's all about identifying the right equation and then looking at the variables and looking at what's provided and trying to figure out how you can arrive at all the variables you need to then do a simple plug and chug, as we used to say in college. And that's effectively what this problem is. I hope you found this week's practice problem video helpful. In upcoming videos, I will answer more FE exam questions and run through more practice problems like this one. Pass the FE exam will publish videos weekly, so please be sure to click the subscribe button as you'll get expert tips and tricks, including practice problem solutions weekly, to ensure that you pass the FE exam. And these are tips, believe me, you can't get them anywhere else and you won't want to miss a single video. And please, I encourage you to ask questions in the comments below that I will read and respond to in future videos. Maybe there's a specific topic that you'd like me to cover or a specific question that you need answered. Pass the FE exam will have you covered. I'll see you next week on Pass the FE exam.